It's time once again for high school basketball on the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network, in cooperation with Breezeline Cable and the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the high school basketball matchup between the Laurel Highlands boys basketball squad and the Uniontown Red Raiders here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. And Tony, back again, the Mustangs at 20-0, trying to finish the season again on a high note, getting their matchups all ready for the WPIAL playoffs today, and should be interesting again here tonight. Uniontown played the Mustangs tough for about 2.5 quarters down at their place, and I think they'll be fired up again to try to give the Mustangs a good matchup.
Well, I think you're right, Gary, and Uniontown's actually playing pretty good basketball right now, coming in with a 4-game winning streak, although not as good as Laurel Highlands, obviously. The Mustangs have won 32 of their last 33, but Uniontown peaking at the right time before the playoffs. And as you said, they gave them a good game last time. They were actually down, by 20, but closed it back to within 7 at one point in time. But then the Mustangs pulled away late fourth quarter.
The Mustangs already receiving their matchup to play Woodland Hills next Monday, and Uniontown to play Freeport later on this week. So two good matchups as the Mustangs getting the number 1 seed and Uniontown getting the number 5 seed.
Yes.
So that game is Thursday, as I understand it, correct?
Friday night.
Friday night, I'm sorry.
Uniontown will play Friday night at 7. Laurel Highlands next Monday at 7 o'clock. Both home games, though. That's
right,
a good thing.
And that's a good thing with higher seeds. We're getting some home games, don't have to travel very far. And we're going to be bringing you the Laurel Highlands action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. Gary Frankhauser, Tony Anula alongside Jerry Dupay on the camera. We will continue with pregame activities and be back with the starting lineups after these messages from our fine sponsors. Here are your sponsors for the live streaming, and we'd really like to thank them once again. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage would not be possible without these fine local sponsors. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown, Agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs here in Uniontown. Jason Scott, the South Union Township Supervisor. Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown, Doctors Calabrese, Ruthart Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley, Mahaloff & White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. And O'Gillies, your favorite dining restaurant here in Uniontown at 200 Askren Street. O'Gillies would invite you to come out and check out their favorite steaks, seafood, and pasta dinners. Always a great place to go, Tony.
Good food, nice cold adult sports drinks. Good place to go.
Hard to beat.
Go see Kathy and Guppy.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the starting lineups, Tony.
All right, starting tonight for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who come in 20-0 overall. They were 10-0 in Section 1-5A play. Head coach Rick Hogger, his assistant coaches John Smith and De'Aaron Jenkins. Coach Hogger's starters for tonight will be number 1, Keandre DeShields, a 6'3 junior forward. Number 2, Rodney Gallagher, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 3, Brandon Davis, a 6'1 junior guard. Number 15, Joe Chambers, a 6'2 senior guard forward. And number 33, Nico Johns, a 6'2 senior forward. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, who come in 14-7 overall, 10-2 in Section 3-4A play. Their head coach, Rob Kismarski, his assistant coach, Mr. Ware Gladman, and Ray Robinson. Coach Kismarski's starters for tonight will be number 00, Christian Perkins, a 6'2 senior forward. Number 3, Calvin Winfrey, a 5'10 freshman guard. Number 5, Bakari Wallace, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 10, Notorious Grooms, a 5'10 freshman guard. And number 23, Tanner Uphold, a 5'11 junior guard for the Uniontown Red Raiders.
And the Red Raiders' future is certainly looking strong with 2 freshman starters, and even the leading scorer for Uniontown, Notorious Grooms, just a freshman, has had a dynamic first season of high school basketball.
He sure has, and both he and Calvin Renfrey have really grown into those positions. They no longer look like freshmen this late in the season, and they've been playing extremely well for the Uniontown Red Raiders. And you're right, Coach Gizmarski has something to look forward to within the next couple years here at Uniontown.
But then on the other side, you still have the threesome of Keandre DeShields, Rodney Gallagher, and Brandon Davis, all just juniors for the Mustangs.
Well, Uniontown's going to have the city of Uniontown is going to have some fantastic basketball over the next few years here, no doubt about that.
Another capacity crowd here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. A lot of celebrities we see walking in.
That's it. A lot of dignitaries here tonight, buddy.
That's for sure. And trying to tune up for the playoffs. Really, this game has no meaning whatsoever when it comes to seeding or playoffs. But in any occasion when Uniontown and Laurel Highlands meet, it's a special time.
It's always good. It's good for the community. The fans love it. The students love it. And we as broadcasters love it as well. So looking forward to a good one.
Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anula and Jerry Dupay. We're going to step aside one more time here before the opening tip here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with a colorectal cancer screening update. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or a precancerous polyp, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Women, like men, are at substantial colon cancer risk and should not avoid screening. Although colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test, if you are fearful or if you have no health insurance, a stool fit test is a reasonable option. Learn more at swgispecialists.com.
Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than t-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team. The excitement you have for your event or cause. And that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom t-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
It's a place that I like to stay. O'Gillies, your locally owned and operated hometown restaurant. Stop in and see them at 200 Askren Street Tuesday through Saturday and enjoy one of their daily specials. You can check out O'Gillies' weekly lunch and dinner specials on their Facebook page or website. Then call 724-438-5930 to place your order or to make your reservation. See you at O'Gillies. O'Gillies Pub and Deli. O'Gillies Pub and Deli. Askren Street, Uniontown, PA.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not...
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Call 724-437-2799.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPOs in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
The key
to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Sometimes good people make bad decisions, and they end up in trouble with the law. Hi, this is attorney Mark Mahalov of Zebley, Mahalov & White in Uniontown. If you're one of those people who found yourself facing legal issues, including minor criminal offenses, traffic, DUI, or other summary offenses, we are here to help you. Many times these mistakes don't have to ruin your life. One bad decision does not make you a bad person. Let us help you fix the problem and move on with your life. Call our office today at 724-439-9200. Zebley, Mahalov & White, your local attorneys helping local people. If you made a bad decision that has you in legal trouble, make a good decision now by allowing our firm to represent you. Zebley, Mahalov & White in Uniontown and at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahalov & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalov & White. It's gonna be all right.
Lansing Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lansing John and located on South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lansing Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom, all at very reasonable prices. Lansing Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit LansingAcademy.com or call 724-438-6911.
The South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another great basketball season this year.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPOs in Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
Welcome back to the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. We're just about 2 minutes from tip-off, Tony, and The place is filled to the gills.
Yeah, you can't get too many more people in here, Gary. It's a great crowd, great atmosphere, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody watching and listening as well.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure there's a lot of husbands that provided this as a Valentine's Day present to watch the basketball tonight.
They got lucky wives.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen here as we're getting the final instructions at the midcourt line for the captains of both squads and the coaches from both squads, getting the sportsmanship lecture. And I'm sure that'll be followed to a T.
Yeah, in a rivalry like this, I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be intense and it's going to be fun.
We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer here at the Laurel Highlands Gymnasium for the national anthem, the Laurel Highlands alma mater, and the introduction of the starting lineups as we wind down the pregame activities. Looking down below us, you see a lot of Laurel Highlands and Uniontown alumni who are supporting both their squads. And I think from both positions at Laurel Highlands and Uniontown, since Uniontown's in 4A and Laurel Highlands is in 5A, they are supporting each other very nicely.
Oh, I definitely agree. Matter of fact, the pep band for Laurel Highlands played the Uniontown fight song earlier, so you can see that everybody's supporting each other here tonight.
I have to believe that's the first time that ever happened.
That's no doubt about that. We've been to a lot of these games. I've never seen it happen.
All right, here we go. As both teams head to their respective benches, the cheerleaders assume their respective positions across the way. The crowd is anticipating a stellar evening here, and here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Senior High School. Coach Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. For Chapter 2, the crosstown rivalry between visiting Uniontown Red Raiders and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. At this time, we would ask everybody please rise, gentlemen, give your pass for the singing of our national anthem. We're delighted, once again, to have one of our own teacher here in the building, Ms. Courtney Ponte, will be singing the national anthem, and head of security, Jim Schwallen, will be signing the national anthem. 3, Calvin Winfrey. At guard, 5'10" freshman, 110, Victoria Green. At guard, a 6'4" junior, number 5, Carter Hall. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Tanner Hall. And at center, a 6'2" senior,
Ready to go here, Tony. Jumping center for Uniontown. Tanner Uphold had a nice game against the Mustangs last time out, and Keandre DeShields will do the duty for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Uphold had 12 in that first meeting, Gary, 9 of those coming in the third quarter. As you said, they gave the Mustangs pretty much all they could handle. It just took them a little while to get started, but the second half was fantastic.
Here we go. Mustangs in the home white. Uniontown in their traveling familiar maroon and white. Mustangs control the tip. Gallagher quickly ahead now to Davis. Takes it to the hoop, and he's hammered, but no call. Gets the bucket. Brandon Davis strong to the hoop.
That was strong. Just showed a lot of strength going up there against Perkins. Perkins definitely had the size on him, but Davis strong to the hoop and picked up the first
credit.
two.
He went straight up.
Yes,
there was contact, but there was no foul. Here's Perkins now underneath, looking for the baby hook. Gets it back out now to Uphold. Uphold on the high wing now. This is Grooms. Gets a double screen. Uphold in the corner, double teamed. Back out on top. Winfrey with the left-handed drive. Got away. No, he didn't get away with it.
No,
that was a travel.
Yeah, he shuffled just one too many steps there.
Mustangs come back now, facing a 1-2-2 zone deployed by Uniontown, and the Mustangs are going to be seeing a lot of these zone defenses in the playoffs. Inside, Nico Johns should have used a banking board, but out of bounds off of DeShields. Nico just got caught in between.
I think he was surprised at how open he was. He actually could have taken another step there and went right up to the rim and got a lot closer. But
you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Grooms now being guarded by Gallagher. Hands it off to Winfrey. Trying to weave around the outside. Grooms with no room. Now facing the much taller DeShields. He'll take the long three, no doubt about it. Oh, almost a steal. Now Uphold gets it over to Grooms. Right side, number 3 is Winfrey. Long three on the way. Air ball. Out of bounds.
Yeah, they've been shooting extremely well here the last couple games, but that might have been just a little bit out of Winfrey's range there. Probably about 3 feet deeper than it should have been.
No doubt. Now Davis looked in the middle again to Nico, but this is DeShields from the corner, and he's going to hit the three. Give the Mustangs the early 5-0 lead. Another on the way now. DeShields high for the rebound and goes off his own man. That's going to be red ball.
And I'm not so sure Coach K wanted to see that. Grooms came down, really took no time off the clock at all and set up and took the long three. Couldn't get it to go.
Trying to get back into the early 5. Oh, what do we got? Got a charge. We do.
That was a charge flop right there.
I'm not sure he called a foul.
Yeah.
I think he just called it out of bounds.
Now let's see what he got. Wallace was hustling, no doubt, but he went in. Looks like he's limping a little bit.
Well, he's going to try to hang in there, but
let's see what
official
happens.
Puglasik's going to come over and try to talk to Coach Kaczmarski. No foul called, Tony.
No, unbelievable.
They're
Just
gonna
called it out of bounds, yeah.
They are going to get him out briefly here to see if he can walk that off.
Yeah.
Coming in, number 24, Evan Townsend.
Yeah, and Wallace, he'll be on the floor a lot. He hustles. He's got a good game.
He's a key player for Uniontown, no doubt. They don't want to lose him for the playoffs.
No.
DeShields now guarded in the corner there by Townsend. Davis now, he'll stop and pop and hit. Falling away, Brandon Davis with another deuce. Gives him 4. The Mustangs now 7-0. Quick start. Same as last game against the Red Raiders.
Well,
Townsend now has it knocked off his foot, but out of bounds off of Chambers.
Over by the ESPN broadcasters over there.
Yeah, they got it covered.
They're There you go.
Oh,
go sit down before you get tossed. There you
I think
go.
He was giving a little too much harassment to.
Yep. There you go. He's out. Not a good move.
No. You can cheer all you want, just don't do anything inappropriate like that.
Nah, not a good move.
And with 3 minutes of the game, he didn't get his money's worth.
No.
Grooms for another 3, can't get. Nice pickup there by Nico Johns. Long pass, and what do we got? A foul, I think.
Yeah, you got a foul on the backside here.
That's going to be on Perkins. It is.
Yep.
It's a little change of pace there. That was DeShields trying to hit Gallagher streaking. We saw it the other way around in football.
That's exactly right. Wallace checking back in. That's a good sign, too.
Absolutely. Like to see him come back in.
He hit that floor hard, but luckily he's able to get up and go.
Mustangs coming back with 5:12 to go here in the first, leading by 7.
And that was one of the keys last time against Uniontown.
Gallagher trying to get into the act, and he got hit on the arm, but no call. Saved inside. Nico now with the little flip up, can't get it to go. Perkins with the rebound. Now we got a foul called. I think that's going to be on one of the Mustangs. Let's see.
Yeah, it's going to be on DeShields.
That's on DeShields, his first, team first.
Yeah.
So Uniontown has 2 team fouls. Laurel Highlands with 1 team foul.
Yeah, and that was the difference in the game last time, too, Gary. Bakari Wallace got into foul trouble early and actually fouled out in that game.
In the third,
Yeah, they can't afford to lose him.
Now he's trying to get it to the hoop. Gallagher almost with the steal now. Stolen away by DeShields. He'll get it to Davis. Up to the hoop, no good, but DeShields there to clean it up. Good putback by Keandre. He has 5. 9-0, and almost another steal. There it is. Get it to DeShields. 2-hand, almost, and he should have hanging on the rim there. Might have been a technical, but Davis will clean things up this time. So cleaning things up for each other. Now we're going to have a timeout, and Coach Kaczmarski's wondering why there was not a technical foul for Keandre holding on to the rim. He did have players underneath him, and that's really the key. If he's at risk for injury, he's allowed to do that.
Right.
Once again, here are our sponsors for the South Union Township Sports Network, live streaming on Facebook. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown, agent David Hughes. United Bank, O'Gilly's, your favorite dining restaurant at 200 Askren Street here in Uniontown. Sibley, Maholoff & White, Uniontown bankruptcy attorneys. Southwest Gastro Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown. Jason Scott, the South Union Township Supervisor. Smith Chess, CPAs in Uniontown. And Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Uniontown will trigger it in, trailing 11-0 here with 4:15 to go in the first. Have not really had a good opportunity at the hoop yet, Tony.
They have not. This man-to-man defense by the Mustangs has just stifled the Red Raiders' offense so far.
And it's going to be a foul on Bakari, I believe. Kind of lost a handle, and he's going to go after Davis and push forward, and that's going to be a foul on Bakari Wallace. His first, team third.
I already had him marked down for one. I thought they called the charge, so I'll just leave my little slash mark there.
Some length out on top with Tanner Uphold. Inside now to DeAndre. Fadeaway off glass. Did he call that, Tony?
I don't know, but I tell you what, that was a great shot right there.
Tough angle.
No kidding. And right now, the size underneath is the difference in this game.
Well, the athletic ability.
Yep.
Uphold trying to get inside. Cannot do it. Now double teams out top are really vicious for the Mustangs. Causing all kind of problems. Winfrey way out top. Wallace now gets it to Perkins, but could not control. Here comes Rodney. He's going to do it himself with the spin and the move. Got it. Rodney Gallagher with the bucket and the foul. That's going to be called this time. That's on Wallace. Now he has two.
No, I think it's on Winfrey this time.
Oh, you got it?
Yep,
You're right.
Yep.
Winfrey.
Yeah, Winfrey, number 3 this time. But that's still going to send Rod to the line. And when he takes it down the middle, it's unbelievable how he controlled that body. It's just unreal for him.
Uncharacteristic miss at the line for Rodney. 80% free throw shooter. Inside to Bakari, and that's going to be off his leg. Ooh. Nope, they're going to say it's back to Uniontown. Checking in, Kadrian McClee, number 22, providing some height in there.
You take out
6'3" sophomore.
Yeah, you take out the bruiser, you take out Perkins. A nice shot.
And Uphold gets the Red Raiders on the board with a 3. Now put back that time.
I think they're going to give that to Davis.
Yeah.
They are.
Uphold tried to go back-to-back, couldn't do it. Davis now with 7 first-quarter points. Gallagher again. Oh, no call. Bodies all over the place. And we're going end-to-end.
We are.
Grooms tries a 3, and he hits. So Notorious Grooms hits a 3, so 2 threes for the Red Raiders. Have it back to an 11-point game at 17-6.
Yeah, kind of surprised that you didn't have a call there. I thought Wallace might have been called for the block.
Try to get another lob inside of the Shields. That was off the mark. No chance there. And now we're going to have a strip there by Davis on Bakari Wallace as he tried to go to the hoop. Bakari's asking for the foul, but looked like a clean strip from up here.
Pratt going to check in and give Nico Johns a breather.
Grooms with the floater, can't get it. Gallagher now will pull it out and bring it ahead. Gallagher to the hoop again. He slashes right through. It's just, as you said, Tony, just unbelievable how he can have that body control and just glides right to the hoop.
Just glides, avoids the foul, and just finger rolls it in, and he's come alive. Now he's got 4 points here in the quarter.
Grooms trying to keep the Red Raiders in it. Grooms now to the hoop. He throws it way back out on top again to Uphold. They play catch. Uphold from way downtown. He can't get it to go. Good play there, though, and block, but Pratt would not allow the putback there by number 22, McClee. Chambers now from deep. Everyone trying to get in the act. Winfrey has it blocked by Chambers. 2-on-2 now. Back comes Chambers. He's going to slow it up again. It's going to be off Chambers' leg. Could have been another foul there on Winfrey.
Yeah, it could have been.
They're letting him play. That's
well,
for
they
sure.
are letting him play. Actually, Chambers, and you could see Coach Auger yelling at him too. Take it to the hoop. Don't pull it back out like that. You had 2-on-2. Draw the defense and dish it off, but Chambers made a mistake there offensively for the Mustangs.
We're under a minute at 42 seconds. Bakari Wallace will shoot the three, and that's going to be stuck in the backboard, and that'll be the Mustang. That'll be the Red Raiders ball because that is an alternate possession rule.
Right, possession arrow, and the Mustangs won the opening tap. So Uniontown to take it out underneath their own basket.
So stay in that man-to-man defense. Bakari Wallace trying to get to the hoop, and that's going to be blocked by Pratt again. Ball loose. DeShields comes up with it, gets it to Davis. He'll take the easy layup, and that gives him 9 for the quarter.
He got 10.
You're right. I saw that again. Another whistle. What do we got there, Tone?
I don't know. I thought they might have called it travel.
Maybe stepped out of bounds.
Okay.
Jerry's got it on camera. He can see it easier than
us.
That's right. He's got his big screen TV
here.
He
thinks he's watching a Super Bowl. The Dr. Dre show.
Are they here at halftime?
I think. I think so. Snoop's here.
Mary
Soup's
J.
here.
Yeah, Soup's here. Gallagher with the short jumper that won't go. Gets it back now to Shields. He's going to let it fly with 2 seconds to go. Won't go. And that'll do it for the first quarter. The Mustangs come out and add on early. 21-6 at the end of one. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching and listening to the South Union Township Sports Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not.
Welcome back. The Mustangs running out to a 21-6 lead, Tony, and just 2 3-pointers by Uniontown. They haven't had anything shorter than a 19-footer go in.
No, and they've struggled offensively, no doubt, but this man-to-man defense, the Mustangs have it turned up a notch or two here in this crosstown rivalry, and there's no doubt they came ready to play tonight.
They're going to really put some additional things on tape for anyone in the WPIAL to see.
Well, I'm not so sure we've seen everything yet.
Nope. Pratt, the good pass. Yep. A little flop there, but no call as Keandre did the spin move and took it to the hoop.
Yeah, Wallace trying to pick up that offensive foul, but more of a flop.
Now we're going to have Rodney with a foul on the arm. Rodney's incredulous. I never touched him.
That's it. He's got the look, but he actually came down across the arm. And he picks up his first foul of the night. Only the second team foul here in this first half.
Grooms now try to go inside to Winfrey, and he's going to be fouled on the way to the hoop by Chambers, I believe. So that will put
Bakari
Wallace to the line.
Yeah, Wallace, only a 54% free throw shooter on the year.
We talked about that earlier in the season. He's such a dynamic player and shooter. That's really hard to believe. He's only 54% from the line.
Now the Red Raiders only 56% as a team.
Got another Uniontown player that's going to have to step aside as he got some blood on his leg.
Yeah, it's Uphold's going to have to go to the bench, and Evan Townsend's going to check in for him. So 2 shots coming for Bakari Wallace. Wallace yet to score tonight. Uphold looking to see the trainer.
Get some super glue on that.
That's it. It works.
Wallace crossed the line that time, so he is 1 for 2 at that opportunity, right at his average.
Yeah, he's looking like I didn't jump it too quick, but that's one thing about Bakari Wallace. He definitely hustles every play, every time down. Follows up a ton of shots, gets a lot of rebounds.
Inside the Chambers now. Again.
It's double dribble.
That's a travel.
One or the other. You can take your pick.
Once again, Chambers had the opportunity at the hoop and didn't take it.
Yeah, don't be hesitant. If they're going to give it to you, you might as well take it.
Uniontown stays in the 2-3 zone now on the out-of-bounds play, way out on top to Chambers. Davis left side, cross to Gallagher. He thought about the long one, but Davis will take it, and he'll hit it. 13 points for Brandon Davis.
And he's hot. Davis had 24 the last time against Uniontown and had 4 made threes. Picks up where he left off. He's got 1 here tonight.
Davis playing stellar defense against Grooms, and he could not get a clear look. Chambers now has it knocked away, and we're going to have a foul on Brandon Davis, I think. A little anxious on the pass ahead, and coming in for the Mustangs will be Sumter.
Yeah, they called that on Chambers. That's going to be his second.
Wow.
Now Sumter's going to check in, give Chambers a break. Chambers with 2 quick fouls here. 6:48 to go.
Man, the Mustangs not ready, and they just looking the other way. Come straight down the court. That time was Grooms for the bucket, and he's going to go to the line also.
And Sumter checked in the game and picked up a foul within 4 seconds.
Mustangs weren't ready.
No. Good play by Grooms. Caught him sleeping, took it straight to the hole.
And cannot complete the three-point play. DeShields brings it ahead. It's another thing about this group of Mustangs. They not only play above the rim, but they all can handle the ball.
Every bit of. You never know who's going to run the break whenever they come down.
The officials could not decide who that was off of, so with it 26-9, they gave it to the 9.
Well, that was a good call anyway. I thought that Uniontown did not touch the ball.
Townsend and Grooms for 3, no good. The Shields now being guarded by Grooms. Get it ahead to Pratt. He'll take the baseline jumper, no good. Now with numbers, come back to Red Raiders. Stripped again by Brandon Davis off his knee, and they're going to send it back to the Mustangs as Townsend could not control.
Well, both Davis and Gallagher got a hand on that. Knocked it off his knee, and now you're going to have Tevye and Richardson checking in. Going to give Calvin Winfrey a little break here.
And Richardson provides quality minutes for the Red Raiders. We've heard good things about him all season, and Coach Kaczmarski has praised him in his efforts off the bench.
Yes, he has.
DeShields for 3. That's going to be short, but high for the rebound is Pratt. Can't control it, but Davis tracks it down. Gallagher way downtown. Sumter working hard in there. Coming out of it, there's Richardson. To Wallace. Corner to Grooms. He'll take a 3, and he'll hit. Grooms he's strong from that point, and I think Coach Harger wants a timeout. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. With the score 26-12, we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network is brought to you by O'Gillies, your favorite dining restaurant here in Uniontown on Askin Street. O'Gillies invites you to come out and check out their favorite steak, seafood, pasta dinners, and specials. Meet your friends at O'Gillies. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown, Agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs here in Uniontown. Jason Scott, the South Union Township Supervisor. SWGI, Doctors Calabrese, Ruthart, Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley, Mahaloff, and White, the Uniontown bankruptcy and business attorneys. So after the timeout, I think Coach Harger wants his gentlemen to try to think more about what they're doing out there fundamentally. Maybe run a little set offense rather than shooting the 20-foot threes. And now good play there by Richardson.
Wow.
Gallagher's going to be.
That's unusual.
Yeah. Richardson get it underneath. Sumter with the steal. Here comes Gallagher. He'll go to the hoop and score it. Rodney got some hops, too. He can get it above the rim.
Yes, he can. And I think that steal might have cranked Rod up a little bit. Now he's ready to go. Here's Davis with a kick.
That's just another part of this pressure defense. And providing good pressure that time was Leonze Sumter, the senior forward for the Mustangs.
And again, there's another player there for Coach Auger. He just comes off the bench and gives them great minutes. Doesn't score. Nice steal there.
To Pratt. He'll get the bucket and the foul.
Wow.
Sumter with the steal, the assist, and Pratt with the finish.
That foul's going to be called on Richardson. Actually thought Pratt might have got away with a walk there as he bobbled it a little bit, but the basket's going to be good. He's going to have a chance for a three.
And he does. Now 31-12. Mustangs pretty much in control the entire way here this evening. 4:40 to go. Perkins gets hammered by Pratt, but he gets it inside. Pratt now will be battling with
I think it's going to be on Perkins.
That's Perkins, and
yep.
Good hustle both ways.
Christian Perkins. He's headed to Cal to play football, Gare.
Well, he showed his intensity right
yes,
there.
Yes, he did. Yep, he's going to be a Vulcan. Want to give a couple shout-outs here while we got a breather?
Oh, we got all kind of Laurel Highlands alumni.
I'm telling you. We got
listening.
I'm going to give out two real quick. I'll make it three. I saw Petey Thomas in the hallway. He said to give him a shout-out, so I'll give him one. Give one to Justin Lazier, who's listening, and one to Denny Sylvester, who said he was going to be listening tonight.
Those are some
big hitters, baby.
Hitters. And then we got some coaches. Ron Clocker Polito, one of the assistant coaches at Brownsville. He's watching and listening tonight. Wayne Gibson, some of my classmates. Ken Anderson down in North Carolina.
Ooh.
All these retired guys.
We're sneaking up on it, brother.
Yep. Winfrey on the wing. Couldn't find a lane to get that one up. He'll take a long three. That's short. It's really hard to shoot over top of the arms of the Mustang defenders. Oh, Pratt couldn't get the slam, but finishing his shield. Nobody wants to take a layup.
No, well, they want to bring the crowd to their feet, which here we go. You get numbers.
Get it ahead. This is Gallagher. Oh, no-look pass, and Pratt wasn't ready for it. Gallagher said, come on, man.
He's looking for him to cut to the basket.
Yeah.
Pratt was just standing there. He didn't cut. Rod thought he was going to give him a move.
3:37 to go here in the second.
Yeah, you're right. They got to get back to the fundamentals. Right now it's a track meet and it's fun, but it's not going to be this easy come playoff time. Uh-oh.
Almost a travel. Grooms will get it underneath. Good pass to Perkins. He's going to battle his way in there. Not giving up. Up pole with the left. Can't get it to go. Sumter tips it out to Davis. Davis now is fouled by Grooms. So that's Grooms, his first, I believe, and that's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, it's a seventh team foul now for the Red Raiders. Yep. Horn sounding to make sure they know it's a 1-1. It's going to send Davis to the line. Davis, 13 on the night so far.
Shooting fantastic from the line all season.
81% on the year.
Gets that first one to drop. That gives him 14.
We almost did it to him, but he was able to get the front end of that 1-1 to roll.
Exactly. Second one good as well. 37-12. Mustangs holding Uniontown to 6 in the first, and so far only 6 here in the second, with 2:51 to go.
Well, we saw them hold Connellsville to only 3 in the second and 4 in the fourth the other night.
Wallace step back three, doesn't get it, but Grooms with the follow and the little floater. So Notorious Grooms with 7 in the quarter. Wow, what hustle there by Bakari Wallace.
He's everywhere. I give him credit. His game is just hustle, hit the boards, try to force turnovers. He's everywhere.
Kind of players you like to have on your team.
Yes, sir. Like I said, he can score. Doesn't necessarily have to all the time. But just gives Coach K great minutes.
Keandre not hitting the 3, so the Mustangs really not effective from three-point range here in this game. Calvin Winfrey now driving to the hoop and give him a bucket.
And that's his first bucket of the night.
37-16. Gallagher to the hoop, and that's going to be a block. And both go down hard, and we really hope this is not something serious. Gallagher's on the floor. He's going to jump up.
He got undercut there.
And he's going to Coach Kesmarski, I'm not sure what his issue is, but Gallagher's going to go to the line, and that foul's on number 5, Wallace, his third.
They say it's his third. I didn't
only
realize
had him for 2.
I do have him for 2 as well. Gallagher, I was worried about his wrist, the way he came down. Now you're going to have Sumter and Pratt check out, and the 2 starters, Johns and Chambers, going to check back in. So with 2 minutes even to go.
Trying to get some minutes for the starters and all of the bench players that are going to need to be available for the playoffs.
Well, Brian informed us that during the little break here that the Mustangs are going to scrimmage the number 1 team in the state, North Hills, on Thursday. So that'll be a good test for them.
Wow, sure will.
Yeah.
You might have to cover that one.
Yeah. It's going to be at North Hills, he said. So.
Oh, well. I'm not going to North Hills.
Nah.
Grooms now being guarded by Davis. He'll bring it back out. Hand off to Winfrey. Winfrey again looking to try to shoot that 3. Townsend, he'll take a long 3. Good long rebound there by the Red Raiders off the mark there, and Gallagher will bring it ahead. Speed again. Could not get the pass back to Davis that time. Chambers just too far under the hoop. And here come the Red Raiders again, trying to catch the Mustangs to sleep.
Well, they almost did.
Brooms being guarded by Davis. Good double team, and Nico comes over for the double team, and DeShields goes high for the rebound. Get ahead to Davis. Brandon Davis can get it to go. Nico Johns has it knocked out of bounds off his hands. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Here come the Red Raiders again. It's really kind of sloppy right now as Winfrey with the one-hander from the free throw line. Gallagher will go to the hoop again, kick it out to DeShields. DeShields bypasses the 3 this time. Goes to the hoop, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. And he's getting hammered in there, but no call. Davis almost lost it.
Forgot something there.
Gallagher will bring it back out and reset with 29 seconds to go. Chambers needs to get it up, and he does.
Wow. Circus shot by Joe Chambers.
Give him 2.
Wow.
Down to 17 seconds to go. Grooms will take the jumper off the side of the rim, no good, and back to the Mustangs with 8 seconds to go, and the 41-16 lead. Not quite to the 30-point alternative timing, but that probably will occur in the third, I would think.
Yeah.
DeShields will get hit on his way in, no foul, and that'll do it. So the officials just letting them battle in there, and then we'll go to halftime, and the score is 41-16 here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anola and a packed crowd of Mustang and Raider fans, will be back with halftime activity and the statistics here on the South Uniontown Chip Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists. Doctors Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I extend our very best wishes for a happy and healthy 2022. The new year often brings resolutions for a healthier lifestyle. Our dedicated team reminds you that a 30-minute screening colonoscopy could save your life. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
O'Gilly's Pub Deli. O'Gilly's Pub Deli. It's a place that I like to stay. O'Gilly's, your locally owned and operated hometown restaurant. Stop in and see them at 200 Askin Street Tuesday through Saturday and enjoy one of their daily specials. You can check out O'Gilly's weekly lunch and dinner specials on their Facebook page or website. Then call 724-438-5930 to place your order or to make your reservation. See you at O'Gilly's. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Askin Street, Uniontown, PA.
Some things just go together, like bread and butter, blue jeans and Saturdays, best friends and phone calls. And a great match? You and discounts from Erie Insurance. It's like this. Safety features in your car will have you paying less for your auto insurance. And pay off your Erie auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to 7% more. On your homeowner's policy, you earn discounts that start at age 46 and go up each time you celebrate a birthday. There are more discounts, too, for things like home safety features and even teenage drivers. And the savings keep adding up. When you have your auto and home covered with Erie, you get a discount. Buy a life policy with us, and the savings can get even better. At Erie Insurance, above all in service means making life a little easier on you and on your wallet. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Your local Erie agent is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Discount terms and amounts may vary by state. See your local Erie agent for details.
Lansing Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lansing John and located on South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lansing Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom, all at very reasonable prices. Lansing Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit LansingAcademy.com or call 724-438-6911.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbar.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium as the Mustangs hold on to a commanding 41-16 lead, and just coming out and playing that outstanding pressure defense and causing a lot of turnovers and not really allowing any quality opportunities at the hoop for the Uniontown Red Raiders, Tony.
No, the Red Raiders forced a lot of shots in that first half, Gary, and really they just had no rhythm whatsoever on offense. And you're right, the Mustangs just a lot of traps and a lot of turnovers in that first half, and Uniontown just couldn't get anything going at all. And as you said, only scoring 16 points in that first half. If somebody would have told me that, I would have never expected that early in this game.
You're right. Let's take a look at those halftime statistics with leading the way for the Mustangs, Brandon Davis.
Yes, Brandon Davis with 15. He had 10 of those in that first quarter. He was followed by Keandre DeShields, who had 13 in that first half. Rodney Gallagher had 8. Jaden Pratt off the bench with 3. And Joe Chambers with a made basket in that first half. 21 in the first quarter, 20 in the second. For their total of 41, they had 2 made threes, one by DeShields and one by Davis. And they were 5 for 6 from the line in that first half. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, they were led by Notorious Grooms, who had 10 in that first half. He had 2 made threes. He was followed by Tanner Uphold, who had a made 3. Calvin Winfrey with 2. And Bakari Wallace with a made foul shot for his single point. They scored only 6 points in that first quarter on 2 made threes. Scored 10 in the second for their total of 16. 1 for 3 from the foul line. And as we said, 3 made threes, 1 by Uphold and 2 by Notorious Grooms.
Really uncharacteristic to see a Uniontown Red Raider team that is very competitive and finished second in their section, only losing 2 games in the section to Bell Vernon. And it's, I think, a testament once again to the Mustang defense.
I would agree. And like I said, it's just one of those things. Every time they pick the ball up, they're double teamed or they're trapping them either on the wing or on the corner and just really struggling to get anything going offensively.
So the Mustangs back out on the court here for their halftime warm-ups. And we talked about it earlier, but the Mustangs having the number 1 seed in 5A will have a home game against Woodland Hills here next Monday night. And I'm sure that'll bring out a huge crowd of Mustang faithful, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines will bring some folks down Route 51, or they probably will come to Turnpike all the way from Monroeville.
Yeah, you're going to come. They'll be coming down old 119 is where they'll be coming, put it that way.
But it is a first, I think, for the Laurel Highlands basketball team to get a home playoff game. I don't recall that happening anytime in the past.
You know what? 2 years ago, actually, they had 2. They played Shaler and Penn Hills here in their run.
You're exactly
yep.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, they did. It actually might have been last year with COVID protocol. They did it that way. So
yeah, I think you're right. So with 2 minutes to go before we start up things for the second half, we're going to step aside here one more time. It's 41-16, the Mustangs over the Red Raiders here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalav & White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalav & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalav & White. It's gonna be all right.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPOs in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and the coaches on having another successful basketball season this year.
We're back and just about ready for second half action. Looks like the starters will be back on the court for the Mustangs. Nico Johns, Joe Chambers, Rodney Gallagher, Brandon Davis, and Keandre DeShields. Look for the Mustangs to substitute freely here in the second half, Tony.
I would think so. I think Coach Hogger's probably going to try to rest his starters up a little bit. Maybe both teams. You really don't want to see anybody get hurt. cost yourself a chance to move on in the playoffs. Although the Mustangs have a week to regroup, it's still, you don't want anything serious to happen, that's for sure.
Mustangs will have the possession to start the second half, and Uniontown will come out and play man-to-man.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Give it to Gallagher. That's a backcourt.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Didn't pay attention to the backcourt line.
Yep, that's exactly right. Rod's looking like what I do, but
the line.
Yep.
He went across the line.
It didn't move. Yeah.
So once again, a little lapse of concentration. We'll give Uniontown the ball back. Calvin Winfrey will bring it ahead against Rodney Gallagher. This is Barkari Wallace, guarded by Chambers. Now Grooms with Davis. Little weave action out front.
Patented Uniontown offense.
Grooms now will try to penetrate. Cut off there nicely by the Mustang help defense. Grooms trying to find some room. Wallace to the hoop, has it blocked, and he'll throw it off. Chambers keeps it for the Red Raiders. So good heads-up play after the block.
Yeah, it was a smart play, but Mustangs doing a great job switching through those picks, especially on the top of the key as the Red Raiders try to weave through.
Wallace with the short jumper, can't get it to go. Davis with the rebound. He'll bring it ahead, and that's another advantage of the interchangeable parts that the Mustangs have. Anybody can watch anybody. Gallagher off the standard above the banking board, so that'll be out of bounds to Uniontown. There's really no mismatches on defense.
No, not at all. I mean, everybody's quick enough to switch and guard their man. And they're doing a nice job of it right now.
Grooms double teamed there, almost triple teamed. Grooms now baseline drive, got it above the outstretched arms of DeShields, and Grooms gets the first bucket of the second half. Gallagher will drive back and answer.
Gallagher just ran into the big Perkins.
And a steal, what a hustle there, but he did not keep his foot out of bounds.
It's going to go back to Uniontown.
On the baseline, Uphold will trigger it in, try to find Wallace on the wing, and he does. Guarded by Chambers. Good spin move, and he's blocked by Chambers out of bounds.
Chambers has a nice knack to be able to do that. He blocks a lot of shots from behind. When he gets beat, I mean, at least he's smart enough to try to block it on the backside, and he's got away with that a number of times this year.
He had help right there with DeShields, too. 3 on the way, off the mark, comes with Davis ahead. Keandre will get it all the way across to Davis. He'll drive to the hoop, swing it out to Chambers for 3. Got it. Joe Chambers shows his range.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of room, and he just had a lot of time to set himself and knock that 3 down.
Winfrey now on the weave, gets it way out on top to Uphold. Being guarded there by Keandre, has it knocked away. Stays with Uniontown.
Yeah, if somebody would have told you that this could be a 30-point running clock second half, Uniontown, Laurel Highlands, I would have said there's no way possible.
Not normally, that's for sure, and we're 2 points away from that.
That's it.
Perkins gets it out to Winfrey. Uphold now, guarded by Keandre. Way out on top. Trying to get some sort of offense movement. Perkins has it knocked away. To Shields, to Davis. Takes it to the hoop. No call.
No. And he's going to call that.
Call that one on Chambers.
Wow.
That's going to be his third.
Coach Auger with a little wry smile down there on the bench.
Hasn't said a word.
No, he hasn't said much. No, not much to say right about now.
Calvin will bring it ahead again. The man-to-man defense. Grooms thought about going to the hoop. Reloads up top. It's a nice freshman ball player, Grooms.
Oh, yeah. He's got a lot of talent. Winfrey as well.
To the hoop, Wallace will score this time, even with the tip by Chambers. I think that's going to be Chambers' 4th foul.
It is going to be his 4th foul, so you're either going to see Pratt or Sumter check in for Joe, I'm sure.
Wallace with his second basket of the half.
I haven't seen him move yet here, but Coach Hogger.
You might let him play it out.
Well, I mean, you've got a 26-point lead right now. Make it 25.
Here comes Pratt to the table now.
Yeah, I was going to say. And as we said, probably only a couple foul outs by the Mustangs at all this year.
Davis with the left, and he'll score. Really hard to guard that move without help from about 3 other players.
Yeah.
Grooms to the hoop, and he'll hit after being bumped also. So Grooms scores at the bucket.
Grooms having a nice game. Came alive in that second quarter when he scored 7. He's got 14 for the game now.
Davis will take another jumper at the short off the front. Grooms will bring it ahead again in the quarter. Uphold to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Wallace working hard inside. Can't get it to go. Perkins now has it knocked away. This time DeShields will bring it back. No stopping him as he just goes straight to the rim.
Yeah,
it's him 15.
I'm not so sure I'd have stood in his way either.
Oh, we're going to have a body foul there. Wow. That's going to be on Nico, and that's going to put Calvin Winfrey at the line for 2.
Yeah, Johns moved his feet there a little bit. I think if he'd have stayed put, might have been able to draw the foul. So Winfrey now with 3 on the night.
As Pratt checks in for Chambers. And on the other side, Perkins and Uphold will sit down, and coming in will be Evan Townsend and number 22, Kadrian McLee. Winfrey hits 2.
So Red Raiders now 3 of 5 from the line here tonight.
Staved off that 30-point difference for a little while here. Andre fadeaway, no good off the front of the rim. Back with numbers come Uniontown. Wallace has it knocked out and nothing called.
Whew. I thought DeShields was going to pick up his second foul there.
More contact there than the pass interference call in the end zone last night.
Yeah, this is true.
Winfrey. He'll try to 3, but gets it inside to McLee. Now Davis. Ahead to Gallagher. Has it come out of his hand, and Winfrey will bring it back the other way. Townsend has it swatted by Pratt. Gets it to Davis.
Nice move.
Little hesitation.
Wow.
To the hoop. 4-2 gives him 19.
That was sweet.
Grooms for 3, no good. Nico crashing. Keandre now will get fouled, and it'll go back the other way.
And that's going to be on Wallace. Now, the scoreboard has Wallace with 3.
Now
with 4. I only have him with 3, but
we have to go with what they say.
Yeah, we must have missed something. So now Richardson's going to check in for Bakari Wallace. As we said, scoreboard says 4. And he had fouled out the last game against the Mustangs and now in foul trouble again.
Fans just kind of enjoying a show here, sitting on their hands.
Yeah, they're waiting for something to happen.
DeShields
has blood.
DeShields, he'll have to step out.
Yeah, he's got some blood.
Have a substitute for DeShields.
Yeah.
Sumter, I believe, will we get the call, and he does. Comes to the hoop. Comes to the table, and he'll check in.
Yeah, it looked like DeShields might have just got scratched or something there as he was fighting for the loose ball with Bakari Wallace that last trip down the floor.
Nico at the foul line gets it to Pratt in the corner, swing it all the way across, and Rodney couldn't even get that one.
It's even out of his reach. That's It was high.
Almost hit my sister in the fifth row here.
She could have taken that souvenir, got out of here with it. Game ball.
There's 2:20 to go in the third, and the Mustangs now with the 52-25 lead. Winfrey for three. Off the rim, no good. Sumter now will battle and then knock it out of bounds. Stay with the Raiders.
And again, Sumter in the mix. And that's what he does. He just comes in, gets underneath there, does a lot of dirty work for Coach Auger. But an integral part of this team, really.
Grooms try to get it to the hoop. Bring it back out on top. Now guarded by Pratt. Now Richardson with the runner, no good. He'll get his own rebound, though. Three on the way, no good. And this time Davis will get the rebound, and he'll knock it off Grooms out of bounds. Laurel Highlands will have possession with 1:44 to go here in the third, 52-25. Red Raiders with just 5 in the quarter. The Mustangs with only 11. Kind of scrappy back and forth third quarter. And so Pratt will hit the three, and that will get it to the 30-point difference.
Now you
have the running clock, and Grooms can't. Oh, maybe he does.
Wow.
No, in and out.
Wow. Surprised that one didn't fall.
With the shooter's touch that he has, you almost think that's guaranteed to go in.
Yep.
Pratt will let it fly again, and he is off the back of the rim this time. This time ahead to Calvin Winfrey trying to go baseline, and we're going to have a foul call there on Rodney.
It's going to be on Rod on the reach. That's going to be his second. It's going to be the 15th foul for the Mustangs in this half. And their only market is 4.
And the clock will continue to run.
Yeah.
Substitutions take about 35 seconds.
Well, use the time.
Grooms has it knocked away. Townsend, no good. Now,
here we go.
Keandre to the hoop and finish. Gives him 17. Probably going to be the last quarter for the starters. Richardson gets a roll. Gets on the board for his first 2. Gallagher now could not get it up to the rim, and that finishes the third quarter with the Mustangs stretching the lead out to 30, 57-27. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anula, Jerry Dupay on the camera. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Okay, Tony, the starters for the Mustangs still out on the court, except for Joe Chambers with 4 fouls. So
right.
Sumter will stay in. And the starters on the court for the Red Raiders. So we're going to see him for a little longer.
Yeah, I can't imagine much longer, though. I would not take a chance on either squad in getting anybody hurt in this contest.
Pratt almost with the steal. Inside to Winfrey. He'll get it up and score it. Nice little inside move there by Bakari Wallace. All the way out to Gallagher. This is Keandre. Set his feet nicely and hits the 3. Gets to his average at 20.
He's got 20. That's the thing. You want to get him some minutes, but like I said, at this point, you don't want to get anybody hurt.
Winfrey ran into a wall there. His name was Sumter.
Fort Sumter.
Gallagher short on his jumper. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Laurel Highlands, right in front of the ESPN commentators.
That's
over
it.
there.
Little Dickie V over there. Who's over there today?
I think Gallagher's going to step out, and checking in will be number 24. That is Blaze Krisner.
And I would not be surprised if that's it for Rod here tonight. He's got 10, and I think that's how he's going to finish up.
Very hustling game, though, for Rodney. Keandre on top to Davis. Gets a screen from Sumter. Keandre from 25, air ball. That's a little out of his range,
I'd say. Yeah,
which is hard to say.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, he was in, now that there are sponsors, he was in O'Gilly's parking lot.
I think so.
There are sponsors out there.
That's even out of Stephon
yeah,
Curry's range.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
that's going to be on Krisner.
Yeah, he's going to pick up his first, but again, they stopped the clock, but not exactly sure why. Oh, they're going to send him to the line. That's why they're going to call it a shooting foul. So Torrey Grooms knocks the first one down. And he's got half the points for the Red Raiders right now. He's got 15 of 30.
Nice play there by Grooms to get the rebound, and has it blocked now by Keandre. Gets it ahead to Davis.
There we go.
Off the rim. Oh! That would have been a top 10 ESPNer.
Oh, yeah. Nice pass.
Richardson with the finish.
Tell you what, Grooms, he's got a nice game for a freshman. I'll tell you, he can score, he can pass, plays good defense as well. He's got a bright future here at Uniontown.
Pratt in the corner. He'll hit another one. So Jaden Pratt with another three. Up pole for three, no good. Keandre just controlling the boards. He's going to be fouled. I think that's Winfrey, and he might be fouled out. I'm sorry, Wallace.
Yeah, let's see who they give it on.
It is.
They are, yep.
He's going to foul out. And that's going to bring in Townsend, as the Mustangs also bring back Chambers and number 40, Patrick Cavanaugh, the junior forward. So on the court now for the Mustangs, you have Cavanaugh, Sumter, Pratt, Chambers, and Krisner. For the Red Raiders, you have Uphold, Richardson, Grooms, Townsend, and Perkins. .452 on a running clock here. Mustangs still in control. Sumter to Cavanaugh. Gets it back to Sumter. Gets it blocked. Out to Chambers. Double teamed in the corner. He'll bring it back out. Hand it to Krisner. Chambers will take it to the hoop. Joe having a strong game, but for those fouls, he would be in double figures, I would think.
That was just like the seas parted right there. They gave him the lane, and he took advantage.
Three on the way that time by Townsend off the mark. Grooms gets it back out to Richardson. Inside to Perkins, has it knocked away. This is Sumter, your man. Gets it ahead to, little finger roll, half dunk there. We're going to give him credit for it.
We'll give him a half a dunk is right.
And that's going to bring someone to the table, I believe, to get Chambers out.
That's going to bring Nate Schwartzfeger to the table. And now the little line change now for the Red Raiders as well. Levi Garner coming in. Kadrian McLee. And also looks like Hugh Townsend coming back in. Gardner. I was talking the other day to Rodney Turner, and Gardner gives good minutes. He's a nice player. He's going to be nice underneath, and there he is.
Just
he comes
as you
in.
say that.
Yeah.
Comes in and finishes one.
I like his game. You know what? He gives him size. He can shoot. He's a nice defender. My man, he's He's putting me on the spot. He looks like he's making me look like I know what the hell I'm talking about.
No one ever doubted that.
No, I don't know about that.
Winfrey. There he is. You're a man. Oh, nice pass inside, but guess who comes up with it there? Sumter.
Yep.
Kavanaugh ahead to Schwartzweger. He's going to get it to Krisner. We're down to 2:42 to go. Pratt, he's not shy. He's going to take it to the rim, and he's got hammered that time.
Yeah, Garner says you're not going to bring it in here and get an easy layup. That's for sure.
Show good sportsmanship. Offer the hand to
Oh,
help
yeah.
him up.
Well, these guys all know each other, no doubt.
That's his first foul, team foul. Only 3 team fouls on Uniontown here in the second half.
Well, it's been a fast-moving game, no doubt.
Pratt, little strong. Another substitution coming in for the Mustangs. That's number 14, Michael Bittner. Pratt trying to add to his total, and he does. And now Malachi Wallace into the action with 2:27 to go. Mustangs will drop into a 2-3 zone here to finish things out. Richardson gets it on top to Garner, now out of bounds, back to Uniontown. Number 13 for the Red Raiders. Not sure we have him on the roster.
Yeah, you get oh, no, you don't. That's let's see who that is. We'll figure this out here in a minute.
A little travel there. Oh, we're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Richardson.
Could be Cole Fulham, I'm guessing.
See if the radio side has a number 13. Nice steal there by Richardson. Being trailed by Malachi. And misses the layup. Malachi with the rip-away rebound.
Buttercup's in.
That's a kick, and it's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Clock's going to continue to run.
Down to 1:19. Pass into Wallace. He's going to think about the three. He's going to give a big screen now.
Trying to make a move.
And
he's going to get
blocked.
swatted.
Garner with the block. Good left and finish there by Fulham.
That's Fulham is right. Yep. They're going to try to get it to Wallace. Here's a shot.
It's up. Yeah! A three-pointer.
They're going to give him a three.
Wallace with 44 seconds to go. That might be his first bucket of the year. And it's a three. The fans are just going crazy.
Buttercup in the book.
Fulham now will bring it around. 27 seconds to go. 71-36. Mustangs on top. Richardson, the driving one-hander, score it. Davian Richardson now with 6.
I think that's going to do it.
13 seconds to go. The Mustangs will probably dribble it out. Malachi again can't hit.
He's not happy about that.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. 71-38, our final here at the Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium as the sellout crowd will filter their way out into the wintry weather. We're going to step aside here quickly and be back with the final statistics and wrap things up here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and it's not...
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Good luck to the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches on having another successful basketball season this year. From the Laurel Highlands Mustang Boosters.
Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than t-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team. The excitement you have for your event or cause. And that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom t-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
It's a place that I like to stay.
O'Gilly's, your locally owned and operated hometown restaurant. Stop in and see them at 200 Askin Street Tuesday through Saturday and enjoy one of their daily specials. You can check out O'Gilly's weekly lunch and dinner specials on their Facebook page or website. Then call 724-438-5930 to place your order or to make your reservation. See you at O'Gilly's.
O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Askin Street, Uniontown, PA.
Welcome back to wrap things up here from the Laurel Highlands High School, the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Our final, Laurel Highlands 71, Uniontown 38. Let's take a look at the final statistics, Tony.
All right, for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who improved to 21-0 overall and getting ready for their first-round playoff game against Woodland Hills next Monday night. They were led tonight by Keandre DeShields, who had 20. Brandon Davis followed that with 19. Rod Gallagher and Jaden Pratt off the bench both had 10. Joe Chambers with 9, and Malachi Buttercup Wallace with a made 3 in that fourth quarter. They scored 21 in the first, 20 in the second, 16 in the third, 14 in the fourth for their total of 71. They were 6 for 8 from the foul line here tonight, and they had 7 made threes, 2 by DeShields, 1 by Davis, 2 by Pratt, 1 by Chambers, and 1 by Malachi Wallace. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, who fall to 14-8 overall, they were led tonight by Notorious Grooms. He had 15. He was followed by Bakari Wallace with 6. Tavian Richardson off the bench with 6. Calvin Winfrey had 4. Tanner Uphold had a made 3. And Levi Garner and Cole Fulham both had a made basket for 2 each. They scored only 6 points in the first, 10 in the second, 12 in the third, 11 in the fourth for their total of 38. They were 5 for 8 from the foul line, and they had 3 made threes, 2 by Grooms and 1 by Uphold, and those all came in the first half.
Well, total domination from the get-go by the Mustangs, and it really bodes well for them going into the playoffs, but they're going to hit some stiff competition, even though they're the number 1 seed playing the number 16 seed, Woodland Hills. We saw that several years ago with the Mustangs being the number 1 seed facing Woodland Hills and losing in the first round. So it has happened, and it can happen anytime in high school, basketball.
Well, I agree, and that's the thing. You just don't know. You just don't know what you're going to see, although we did see them play Woodland Hills earlier in the year, and they defeated them, 72-35. So we're going to see what's interesting. You don't know. I mean, obviously Woodland Hills has enough experience throughout the year to where they made the playoffs, so you never know. They might give the Mustangs a test, but they better be ready to play.
That's going to be the next broadcast here on the South Union Township Sports Network next Monday, February the 21st, will be the first playoff game for the Mustangs, and you'll have other basketball action on WMBS with the Uniontown Red Raiders playing on Friday against Freeport, and that will be a good test, and I'm sure that Coach Kesmarski will have them ready with a good scouting report, and we are also aware that the Mustangs will be practicing hard and scrimmaging, as we said, the number 1 team in the state in 6A,
yes.
And that is North Hills. So North Hills will be looking for a good test also as they play against the Mustangs in that practice scrimmage.
Well, it'd be worth seeing. There's no doubt about it.
So tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. This has been Gary Frankhauser, Tony Anula alongside Jerry Dupay on the camera. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Our final once again, Laurel Highlands 71, Uniontown 38. Good night, everyone.